Man. Man is a being endowed with noble sentiments, capable of acquiring virtue and drawn to eternity. Even in an apparently most wretched person, there is some intimation of eternity, some love of beauty and impulses to virtue. If man can develop these most basic elements of his being inherent in him, he can rise to the highest ranks of humanity and attain to eternity. A man is a true human being, not in the mortal material aspect of his existence, but in the attraction of his spirit to eternity and his efforts to find it. For this reason, in disregard of his spiritual aspect, no man, considered only in terms of his physical existence, can ever find true peace and contentment. The happiest and most fortunate of human beings are those who are always intoxicated with ardent desire for the worlds beyond. Those who have confined themselves within the narrow and suffocating limits of their bodily existence are really in prison, even though they may be living in palaces. It is the first and foremost duty of a man that he should discover himself and then turn towards his Lord through the illuminated prism of his nature. The unfortunate ones who are unaware of their true nature and therefore unable to get in contact with their Most High Creator spend their lives like load-carrying porters, unaware of the worth of the treasures on their backs. Essentially, man is a helpless being, but he discovers an extraordinary competence by depending on the infinitely powerful one. As he depends on that infinitely powerful one, he grows from being a drop into a waterfall, from being a particle into a sun, and from being a beggar into a king. To the degree of being familiar with the book of existence and events and establishing a unity between himself and that book, a man feels sparks of wisdom to appear in his heart. He comes to recognize his essential nature and obtains knowledge of God through the light of those sparks, and, finally, reaches God. Nevertheless, in order to attain this goal, his mental journeying must not be a blind following in the footsteps of heresy and denial. A truly human being carries his relations with other living beings in the consciousness of his duty to them and within the limits of need. One who is abandoned to his bodily desires and pleasures infringes the limits and therefore cannot maintain the proper distance or balance between duties and desires.